your thoughts on The Last of Us?
The show I haven't seen yet.
Oh, you haven't seen the
I don't
show?
have I don't have HBO Max, so when it comes to
Oh.
exclusives and stuff, I just have my sites that I frequent, and every now and then I will see something and be like, "Oh, I should check that out." I hear it's okay, which, like, come on, the very first episode was always going to be good. There was never any doubt.
Very true.
There was never any doubt in my mind. So everyone like jerking off over how good it was, I'm like, y'all, we are literally at the beginning of the show, and the director has said many a concerning thing. So, pipe down, chill out. Okay, he said things like, "Oh well, there's not going to be as much fighting in the show as in the game because I think it's cooler to write dialogue and long walking dialogue scenes." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's
Interesting.
I'm interested to see what that looks like."
Right.
Because that can either be really because here's the thing, it now depends entirely on the content of the dialogue, and I hear the first episode was basically just the opening prologue of the game, right?
Yeah, pretty much so.
More or less. Like,
Pretty good.
doesn't it end with you know who getting shot,
No.
or that happens more or less
That's
midway through?
like, I would say that's like maybe 30 minutes in, and it's like an hour and a half long show. Or
Oh,
episode.
really? Okay, so they get the prologue done real quick.
The episode ends once they get Ellie.
So yeah, they basically end it right before the main journey starts. I feel like I'm the only person who dislikes the actress for Ellie for a valid reason.
For a
Everyone,
valid
everyone, everyone else online is just like, "Ooh, she uggo,
Yeah.
big forehead, wah," and I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, no, I just don't like Bella Ramsey. I don't think she's a good actor. I think she's,
Neither do I.
I think she's, which is why she's been typecast as I am little girl, but I am actually really angsty and mean. That's
Yeah.
basically her in all her roles." Everyone's always like, "Oh, dude, she's uggo. Oh, she's this. Oh, mile high forehead." I'm like, I literally couldn't care less. I could not care less what the person they casted looked like, because one thing was for certain, we were never going to look like the game, because they were obviously never going to pursue the game person, because I don't know if you
I
heard.
mean, to be fair, the Pedro Pascal, looks the closest to Joel could ever get to.
With Pedro Pascal, it's kind of dicey. It's not that I don't think he's a good actor. It's not that I'm not okay with him being, you know, brown instead of like a white Southern man. I don't care about that stuff. For me, I'm really receptive to accents. So in all of the trailers, I don't know how good or bad it is in the show. In all of the trailers, he just sounded really like he was desperately suppressing his accent. Like you remember what he sounds like in Game of Thrones, right? He's letting his natural accent fly, so he talks like the African Zorro type, you know? Like
Gotcha, gotcha,
that's
gotcha.
the like, "I am an African Zorro mariachi, and I will separate your head from your shoulders with a piece of piano wire." Anyways, that's like the
It's kind of like Puss in Boots.
yeah, Puss in Boots if he had like 100 times more testosterone, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed that he didn't talk fully Southern. Because, like, "You're right. I'm not your dad." Like, that, the grungy,
Ellie. Damn it, Ellie.
"Damn it, Ellie." And I know they couldn't get what's his nuts. What's his name?
Troy Baker.
They couldn't get Troy Baker to do it, because Troy Baker is, his body proportions are wrong, and B, it's voice acting, so like he can't physically emote the same way you would when you voice act, because
That's
like
true.
because when people like Troy Baker voice act, they put their all into it, which is why they'll be in like weird positions, either standing, sitting, doing something else, or like tensing up random parts of their body. You can't do that when you're on camera. The original pitch for the movie was supposed to be
Mark Wahlberg.
him and Sully's very first adventure, which is why he at the very end of the movie, it's a reference to the beginning of the first game.
Yeah.
It's supposed to literally segue into the very first game. Of course, they're gonna ham fist a sequel between that and the first game, but
In
that's
my
what the
opinion-
reference is.
In my opinion, if they decide to go older Nathan Drake, just cast Nathan Fillion. Please.
I would be
He
in
was
favor
the
of that.
most-
Uncharted live action fan film. Interesting.
Yeah, he made his own fan film,
Images.
and that fan film did way better.
Oh,
Than,
dang. Yeah,
yeah,
they should have just a big ass time skip and have Nathan Fillion be
yeah,
and have
right.
Nathan Fillion be
Drake.
Nathan Drake. That'd be dope.
He sounds like him, and he has the man. Like,
He's
watch
also
that fan film.
he's also built like him.
He's built like him too. Watch that fan film, and you will realize, and you will go, "Oh shit, what the fuck is wrong with Hollywood? Why didn't they do this?"
Because Tom Holland has all the star power. That's grown men were gonna be there once we saw the title Uncharted. Women, on the other hand, were gonna be there once they saw Tom Holland's name attached to it.
My biggest gripe, and this is not I'm not bashing on the actress whoever played her or anything, but the actress who played Joel's daughter.
I heard she wasn't.
miscast.
I heard it wasn't.
Big
I heard it
miscast.
didn't. I heard it didn't work for a lot of people, and not even because of like looks or anything. It just didn't work.
No, there's two big factors.
I think it has to
One-
do. I think if I may, can I try to jump? Can I try to guess?
Yeah. You can take a guess.
The thing that already rubbed me the wrong way in the trailers was the loss of their southern identity. Like their southern
was
accents
one.
and stuff. That already had me like on edge. I was like,
Yes.
I'm not used to seeing Joel and Sarah without I sell drugs. Hardcore drugs. I sell hardcore drugs. I can't like the absence of the accent is not lost on me. I cannot not see it. Like it hits.
Complaining about your broken watch.
Part of what made Joel endearing was his southern accent. Because like I think accents are cool. My first crush ever had like a strong Indian accent because she was in a missionary family in India. So like, I have a thing for accents. The girl I'm dating right now talks in the thickest accent imaginable. I have a thing. I love accents, bro. So like,
That's valid.
I just love accents. So like, that was one of the things that made Joel endearing. So when I watched the trailer and Pedro Pascal is like, one thing that matters, our histories don't. Our histories do not matter. Like do you hear what I'm saying about how what I'm vocalizing, how it sounds like he's suppressing his Hispanic accent? When they were going to make a movie originally, do you want to know the first actress they tapped on the shoulder to play Ellie? Oh, is that Ben? Did Ben join?
It's me.
Okay, Ben, perfect, just in time.
I'm extremely jaded because I know all of everything about Last of Us Part 2.
The discourse about Last of Us Part 2 is easily enough to drive potential new fans away. You're totally valid in that point. So, anyways, Joe, my last point before we move on, because I don't want to stagnate a subject. My last point before we move on, you said you were in season 2 of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Arya Stark, that was going to be their initial casting for Ellie, and I can't help but feel like that would have been better.
I don't know, because she has a British accent.
Well, I mean, in her defense, she's putting that on.
Said what now? She got a British accent.
I don't know. Maisie Williams is just cooler in my opinion. As an actress, she's able to emote better.
I feel like she could have been a lot more of a rugged Southern kind of person. I feel like she could have embodied that much more than Bella Ramsey can.
Easily, because Bella Ramsey in the trailers, from what I saw, wasn't even trying. She's just, hello, I am Angie girl and I cuss.